snow removal issues. It's not, and if he thinks he can control people's parking, he's probably talked to the city about how well they're doing controlling the parking in the neighborhood already. Because it's an issue every single day of the week. Now, he's made a big deal about 2-bedroom units and single bedroom units in this unit versus bedroom argument. And to me, this is a fallacious argument from the beginning. A 2-bedroom unit can easily be rented to a single person who wants a spare empty bedroom. A single bedroom unit can't. A 2-bedroom unit can be rented to somebody with small children who don't drive cars. And so this argument that all of a sudden single bedroom units and studios are going to decrease, no, they're not going to decrease. They're actually an increase in density, parking, and all of the issues we're already combating in the neighborhood. Now, I don't know who wants to live next to a 50 lot or a 50 car parking lot, because now, okay, let's back up here. We got a lot. It doesn't fit the building because it's not profitable. So instead of changing the building so it is profitable or building somewhere else, we're going to grab other lots from other areas and build parking lots. Who wants to live next to a parking lot? Now, what have you done with the future tax revenue of the neighborhood? You got single-family homes directly across the street from this mammoth building, and behind them or next to them, you're going to put a 50-car parking lot and say, hey, come pay, and build your beautiful home here on this lot. This isn't enhancing our neighborhood, it's undermining it. And that's a significant concern, not just, and this is where I'm really concerned about. We're saying, here, build this building, look at the tax revenue. The city's going to benefit, the neighbor's going to benefit, but we're not going to benefit in the long term. You're going to take certain properties completely off the tax rolls in perpetuity in exchange for compromising the neighborhood. Now, what happens when you start taking away these design elements is people don't want to build the kind of houses that we want to see go into our neighborhood next to us because we've invested in it. So I'm really seeing a significant issue here with the idea that this is an asset to our future in the neighborhood. Okay? We got time to put in shuffleboard, but we don't even have 1-to-1 ratio between units and underground parking slots. It seems like priorities are missing here. Okay? I want to go on wholeheartedly as saying any changes to the plan are going to diminish our property values, raise the density of the neighborhood, and waste taxpayers' money. Financial institutions look carefully at our ratio to renters to owners when they make decisions about property value, rental loan term, or loan terms, and interest rates, and even whether or not to approve. Okay, we've already experienced that. Number 2, it compromises, this proposal compromises critical design elements of our neighborhood. Number 3, it wastes taxpayer dollars reevaluating decisions that have already been thoughtfully navigated about the neighborhood. And finally, it undermines public safety by overloading roads and neighborhood design, and it puts people in danger, mostly children, with the types of traffic issues and complications that are going to occur from an increase in density in our neighborhood. The only reason to make this change would be to increase the profitability of a single piece of property for a particular group of people. I've not spoken to anyone in the neighborhood or heard anyone in the neighborhood meetings speak in favor of this proposal who didn't directly benefit financially, either because they were individually getting a lot or collectively getting a lot because they're part of a condo association that's closest to the project, or because they worked for the individual building the project. And according to the grapevine, we can ask him specifically, but according to the grapevine, the architect who just talked about everything he knows about the neighborhood is looking to build somewhere else. So the idea that T-Wall is going to be here, he's going to be here to follow through on these promises. Well, he talks about the thousands of units he built, but he only currently holds 300. So only a third of what he builds, he has current control over. We're going to have to live with the consequences of what happens with these decisions. He's not going to be there. We are. Protecting the citizens of this neighborhood is your responsibility. Not being concerned with the profitability of a particular piece of land. If this land doesn't fit his project, there's lots of land and lots of land available. Find a different piece that fits your project. Thank you.
We don't need to have applause for either side. Next.